Hello everybody and welcome to this episode of Let's Build Newcrest. Today we're going to be working on one character by the name of Bliss Wollstonecraft. And she's going to be our resident little bookworm type person. A lot of this was taken from the live stream, so yeah, there's a lot of that. Especially this first part here. This first part, there's not as much building, but there's definitely this cast section. So if you want to skip ahead and skip all the live stream part, I think around 12 minutes in is where I do some really good building. Some actual building. One of the things that my dog is kind of sniffing around, aren't you, Steve? Come here. Oh, you're such a good dog. One of the things I wanted to do is just get a house started that was just a little starter for 20,000 simoleons you start off with. So and this character is a very bookish type character. Wow, Sundance, you really are he's full of pep today, that's for sure. So I've also used the new hairstyle that came with the latest patch. It's looking really spiffy. Yeah, I just wanted to create a character that was a little bit different from the normal things that I usually do. So she's not exactly perfect looking or anything like that, just kind of a little bit homely. Which is absolutely a-okay. Getting all comfy. So here I am just picking the house, and I wanted to do a very New England inspired cottage with the barn type roof, gambrel roof it's called. You know, where it's steeper on the sides than it is on the very top. So this first house here, it's pretty tiny. There's not much room in there, but that sort of gets taken care of a little bit later on. I decided on a lot of these little stone windows and things like that. I think today might be more of a chill with some music for this build type of day instead of me talking all the time type day. A lot of times I'm not very talkative in the morning. Not nearly as, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think I'm nearly as scatterbrained, but I also just don't know what to say. Gosh, the rooms in here are just so tiny, and I don't even utilize the upper floor at all. But for a starter, this was pretty okay. It's got everything you need. I also used the only piece of custom content I have, which is the typewriter. Using these little bookcases to kind of make that desk look like it's just one deal. There's a little tiny kitchen back here and a little dining table. And I think that's about it, because I didn't have a whole lot of money after all of that. So yep, she's just making herself a fruit salad. But apparently it wasn't very yummy because she ended up with a not very good well, afterwards. My poor Sim. She's like, oh, I didn't like that salad. Sure, I'll join your little club. And then got an idea. Light bulb. Ah, there's some neighbors. It's our only neighbor so far. It's the Waits. Oh, and there's Asuna. She always has this certain look on her face. I don't know, it's hard to describe it. It's like, what are you doing? It's like she's planning something. And then she puts on a happy face when she talks to you. And so our Sim is she's feeling a bit better. Because, yeah. She's feeling a bit playful. They go and look at the clouds and do some cloud watching. And yeah, I've never gotten that thing that says, great job before. Asnaf looks sad. She looks so sad. So, I did some writing. And I thought, hey, what would happen if I started a little club meeting right here? Just wish it didn't take so long for your Sim to eat in this game. Because they have to just smell their food and they do one bite every half an hour. It's kind of ridiculous, I think. It's club meeting. Hello. And I usurped her title. Poor Minnie. And yeah, so the thing about club meetings is that they can be absolutely indefinite in how long they last. Just go on and on and on. I mean, that seems kind of silly to me. But maybe that's just me. I've had club meetings that go on for days. This one actually I think goes on for a full day, so that's a lot of time. And they never put their dishes back. Liz signed up for the writer career. It was probably way too fast for you guys to see, but I bought a book on writing, and then immediately after I bought it, Minnie took it, so I had my Sim yell at her. She dropped the book after that. sometimes, yeah. Take the book to the bathroom and read. Oh, and there's Pat. We haven't seen him in a really long time. It just felt like absolutely that I've been playing this for absolutely forever, and yeah, I've still not enough lifetime satisfaction points to purchase something, and hardly hungry, the thing that I want more than anything. That wasn't there. There I am, just deleting spawned townies that I absolutely hate, and just go, I think I went back and deleted all the generated households. I just hate that you have to do that all the time. And here's the bulk of the build right here. So I was trying to redo that theme, and this is one of the few times where I didn't have a reference. So I kind of did this all by trial and error. So if it doesn't turn out as nice as any of the others, that's why. I really liked this room over on the side. It became a little conservatory, like the conservatory in the Curse of Blackmore Manor, which is another little series that I'm doing with TBH Gaming. So definitely check out her channel, check out that little playthrough, and I'll put a link to the playlist in the description down below so you guys can have a look on that. As for those of you who've already been keeping up on this sort of thing on Blackmore Manor, I plan on doing an episode or completing something later today. So at least getting a little bit of a start on it. I could do a live stream of me playing with it. I could do that. If I were gonna do that, it'd probably be tomorrow. So, trying to think of a good time. So, tomorrow at 10 a.m., let's say, I'm gonna be building some more Blackmore Manor, and I think that'll be really cool. I also want to save the looking at the manor until then, because I want to just go over what's changed with you guys, and sort of look at it myself, because I haven't even looked at it yet. I feel bad about it, because I know that TBH has worked really hard. TB on Twitter, she goes by TBH Harriet. I don't know if I can call her Harriet. That might be a bit presumptuous. I don't know. But yeah, I really liked this little garden. Not if I didn't like it. Probably wouldn't be in here. Probably would have gotten rid of it. The house across the street. This one is still my favorite though. Most of this house kind of stays undecorated. It's meant to be an extremely simple building, so Kira's trying to make a little garden of things, and it turns out that the plant doesn't want to plant. Also, at about this point, I discovered that I've never played with plant sims before, so in a second or so, I give my sim a little forbidden fruit to try, because I've never done that before. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use that as a story or explain how it was gotten rid of. But yeah, also story blog on down there. Link in the description is also down below, so you can go and check that out. But yeah, I was like, whoa. I tried to change her hair because I hate her hair. I don't like short hair. Yeah, so I tried to do the create a sim thing and wasn't really working. So I also did something kind of stupid and had her go outside, but the other sims don't really seem to care. They're not looking or anything. So yeah, I just got her little green sim self back into the house. After she had a drink of water. Just planted things. It's like, can I make her not a plant sim now? There is a way to do that, but you've gotta use little kids with weird names. Not weird names, I shouldn't call it weird names. There we go, I got rid of all the buffs, so now she's just fine. But yeah, that was an interesting little thing. I got a new shower in there, and then I put a toilet back here. And yeah. I'm kind of getting overwhelmed right now with the things that I have to do. I was like, oh gosh, I have to do an update for the little blog thing about all of these things, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. It's just, whoa me, whoa. Deep breath, one step at a time. You can probably write most of that as other part while you're waiting for this thing to render. It'll be good. One thing at a time. It'll be fun. That's the thing. I shouldn't think of it as, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do the other thing. I should think of it as, this is what I get to do. It's not like me to get overwhelmed with a project that I came up with myself. That's kind of silly. Lately I've been kind of thinking, oh why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why didn't I just ask people to suggest some builds off the gallery so I could put these on the lots, and then it'd be better? But you know, all in all, it's okay. This is okay. It's gonna be fine. Only have a few more left to do, and then I can finally get on with the challenge. Finally. Not that this isn't challenging, but it's more a challenge in endurance and that sort of thing. I guess endurance in the loosest sense of the word. Endurance with regards to not giving up when the first sign of boredness, or not boredness, I'm not exactly bored with this, it's more like impatient is the word I'm looking for. Because I just want to get everything done. Oh, also another thing that's happened is I've been doing some sewing lately. Not some super elaborate thingy mabobby. It's just these little kitty make a stuffed animal kits of everything all cut out. I know, it's such a stupid thing, but they're just so much fun. And I want to do more of them. I don't know why little things like that are totally addicting. But it's super nice to just zone out with one of those things and listen to, I don't know, the news or a book, something like that. I had a lot of trouble with the windows on this thing. I eventually figured it out though, so that's always good. And a lot of the lower floor became this kind of wraparound porch. There, I'm just trying to get the walls around there. Then there was a problem where it looked a little bit too skinny on the inside, so some of the walls, so some sides it's 2 wide, other sides it's 1 wide. Because I didn't want to look like the building would just topple over in a light breeze. I don't know what I'm doing here. So many little pauses, awkward pauses where I don't know, maybe going to the bathroom, eating. I don't know. You know what I probably need is some coffee. Like, that's probably why I can't think of anything. Does not function without coffee. And it's these little hipped grooves to the rescue for a lot of these sites. And yeah, I finally figured out a configuration of windows that sort of works. I think in the end, this building turns out kind of okay. It's not perfect. Nothing ever is. But yeah, I think it's a pretty decent, big old cottage. I don't know, can you call it a cottage at this point, with it being this huge? Yeah, I was trying to do something a little bit different from the Victorian houses that I was just building all over the place. I wanted something to be a bit more rustic looking and New England inspired. Don't know how well I did with that, but I certainly gave it a try. That was the last of my diet root beer. No. Now it's empty. What will I do if I need to wet my whistle? Thankfully, there's not that much left. I shouldn't say thankfully like that. Oh my gosh. Makes me sound like I don't want to be here. But yeah, I don't think this is my favorite build. I don't know how I could improve it though without doing a fundamentally different type of building. Out here I make a little gazebo. But yeah, I think this definitely gets better when I add things to the backyard. A little gazebo, things like that really help. Really, really help. I'm surprised you can't do diagonal stairs in this game. Could you ever do diagonal stairs? I don't know. You should allow diagonal stairs. We need to have that. That should be a thing. Here I'm just adding some darker wallpaper. For some reason it didn't really want to stay in the corners. I finally got it. And I replaced a lot of the columns with this type of column from the Romantic Garden stuff pack. I liked it a bit more because it looks a bit more distressed, but it wasn't quite as ornate as the Victorian one from the Vampire stuff pack. So it was good. This area of Newcrest definitely isn't as dilapidated as the other area. I think it's because these are a little bit nicer houses. I mean, they're all nice houses, I think. These ones are definitely bigger. Probably some of the other houses are a bit nicer just because there's more to them. Everything's kind of filled in a bit more. But I don't know, it's weird because a lot of times with the other ones I was just trying to make the most of the space that I had, and here I have all the space I need. But I'm just baffled as to what to do with it. I think that maybe one day I'll be able to fill them up. Maybe I'll do that on stream tomorrow, Sunday morning stream. But as for now, yeah, it's just gonna be it. This last little part is I added a little wedding arch to the gazebo and some benches. And I put a door back here because I figured that there should probably be a door back there. Putting down some rocks and some pebbles, and we're getting really close to the end here. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for putting up with me again. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!